This is a banger.
Welcome back to Running the Light Pod. That banger is something else. We are back with another episode. Sorry we missed last week. We had some things to take care of, but we're back. It is your boys. My name is Eric.
I am Frankie Miracle.
And we have a very special guest in studio tonight, today, this afternoon, this morning, or whenever the fuck you're listening to it.
Yeah, evening. You know what I mean? Little midnight snack action. Very good friend of ours, Penny Garcia.
What's up?
Yeah, there you go.
Hilarious
round of applause. We'll just jump into it. Tell us one thing about you right now, random, crazy fact.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay.
How many DUIs you got?
I got none.
Did you ever land a kickflip?
No.
Can you ollie?
No. I know. I'm full of talent.
When you had a bicycle as a kid, if you had a bicycle as a kid,
Can you pop a wheelie?
I think I could pop a wheelie.
did you ever break an arm before?
No, I broke my foot once.
I've never broke a bone in my life. I'm so
Yeah.
scared.
I've just
too.
torn ligaments. And broke my middle finger.
Doing what?
I was
Yeah.
at the lake. I was at the lake. I was at the lake and they threw a football at me when I wasn't paying attention. They're like, Eric, and I turned and it smashed my finger. But for the first 5 minutes of us being there. So I straightened it out, took a couple of shots, took care of it 3 days later.
One time, I was at Lake Texum on 4th of July. It's like 5 years ago. And I tripped over a log underwater, and I thought I just stubbed my toe really bad. Well, I'm in the dirty-ass lake, and just standing there yelling at my girlfriend at the time she's on a boat, yelling at me. I'm yelling back, and then I eat shit, and I'm pissed off because I stubbed my toe real bad. So I go back onto the beach, and I'm standing there. I didn't see it. I'm looking at her, and she said, hey, your toenail is gone, and you are bleeding profusely. And I look down, and it is, dude, just red as shit. And I was standing in just piss water lake. It was, but it was sticking straight up. And I had to get a pair of pliers from my friends that were there and took a couple shots of Patron and just yanked that bitch off with rusty pliers.
Which toe was it?
My right.
Does it matter?
I thought I said big toe. It was big
The
toe.
right toe.
Big toe, right
Big toe,
foot.
right foot. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Ew. Because you can pull your... Never mind.
It was
You
insane.
can pull your pinky toenails off. You can't really pull your big toenails off.
Nah. Oh, no. Dude, I tripped and it was clean. I mean, straight up. All I had to do was yank the last part from the bed, and I did that shit.
I'm proud of
The
you.
power of Patron, dude.
That's sick.
Took a shot.
I'm about to throw the fuck up.
It was tight. I got a picture. You want to see?
No, first of all, I hate feet.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not. It grew back too, regular. You can see if you want to.
No.
I want to, not your toe. I want to see a picture of your
bad.
toe.
I'll show you this.
Take those feet out right now.
Yeah, let me see them dogs.
Put them on the desk.
Air the dogs out.
Oh, man. But
It was a
we
good
are
time,
here
Rick.
with our producer, Jacob Clark, at the Commerce Club here in downtown Wichita. Stand-up comedian,
Yeah.
shitty poetry.
Yeah.
What else was on that bio?
She was on Kill Tony. That was
You were
the
on-
first
was-
time. The first time you did comedy. Your first open mic was Kill Tony.
Yes.
Where was that at?
Austin, Tejas.
When was that at? When was
Oh,
that at?
Yeah, I was
it
like,
was
Jesus
like
Christ.
it-
Dyslexic?
December 12th of 2022. Yeah.
How was that like?
It was, I don't know. See, I was like going to college before that, and I had never watched Kill Tony, but I did that instead of doing my schoolwork. And then I had this like weird like compulsion. I was like, I felt like God was like, go to Kill Tony, bro. And I was like, okay, sure. I've never done this before, but I'll try.
It's a bucket draw too, right?
Yeah.
it's random.
That's
It's completely-
crazy luck.
And there's probably,
Yeah.
300 signups?
Yeah, and that was like before, because you can't really get tickets now. I got kind of like, I got in that window. And so I like bought the tickets that night, and I went like 2 weeks later or something like that. I don't know. It was cool though. I mean, once they called my name, I was kind of like, I had to like talk to myself, like, you signed up for this. Don't be a fucking bitch. Just get up there. And then, yeah, it was all right.
That's a sign.
So,
I
hold on.
figured-
So, for those who don't know, Kill Tony is the biggest comedy live podcast in the universe right now. The way that works is you put your name in a bucket, and Tony Hinchcliffe picks your name. You get a minute on stage, and then him and a couple other guys on a panel of judges, they judge your act. And
Yeah.
they
The
usually
judges always switch, too.
destroy you. They usually
Yeah.
roast and almost make you want to quit comedy.
You get 60 seconds of comedy and then they beat your ass for 5 minutes.
Well, I figured if I go there and it sucks, they'll tell me if I suck.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah.
they didn't tell me I sucked.
What did they say? Who was the judges?
Ron White was there. It
Whoa.
was it was such
What a dude,
it
that's
was,
crazy.
It
Your
was
first
good.
time.
It was so good. I'm not gonna lie. I can't just like be like, oh no, it was all nonchalant about it. No, that shit was cool.
What did they tell
Yeah.
you?
Ron White was my hype man on that one. But yeah, he was like,
Was Tony trying to get at you, and Ron was like, "Relax, dude."
no,
Put your dog like that.
no.
I never really watch it. I've seen like every now and again I'll watch if I like
Clip or
Hans Kim. I love Hans Kim.
Yeah.
Every time he goes on there, he's a
I got some secret stuff about him.
monster. Casey Rocket's on there a lot too.
Yeah, Casey Rocket's good.
He was here. Me and we did an open mic. He did the Looney Bin open mic when we still had it open. It was the first 3 people: Casey Rocket, Harrison Broadstreet, and Frankie Miracle. And I was like, dude,
Christ.
anyone else with like your names are gonna be fucked
Right,
afterwards. Like,
yeah.
and I was like, Casey Rocket is infinitely cooler than Frankie Miracle.
Yeah,
and
that's a name.
I was like,
he was
God.
destined to be famous.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was gonna say. You were supposed to do comedy. Your first time signing up at the open mic with as many names as in that bucket that gets drawn, and then you got drawn first try. That's crazy.
We got a homie that lives in Austin, Derek Larson. Shout out him. He signs up every single week. He moved to Austin 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Signs up every single week. Has not once been drawn.
Seriously?
Not
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then we have other friends.
He did the
Kiwan.
comedy mothership though.
He did do the comedy mothership.
Oh, cool.
Kiwan Moses, shout out him too. The first time he signed up for Kill Tony, he got his name drawn. Another dude, Aaron McPherson. I
Oh,
think he
he's
signed up.
good.
He signed up
Yeah.
a couple of times, but like he got drawn right away.
He's
and then
been on a couple times.
There's
now.
Derek. Yeah, twice.
He played
now.
on twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember
He's
the
good.
first time I seen him. The first time I seen him on there, and he did really good his
Yeah.
first time. And I've seen some of those jokes when they had first started out, and so it was
Yeah.
dope. Like on Kill Tony, they hit. I was like, yeah, that's dope, dude. You could tell he's getting on his shit down there. Hell, like, yeah, 3 people moved out. Those 3.
Yeah, those 3, and they've all been on. Well, they've at least been at the mothership. Which
Yeah.
is dope.
It wasn't at the mothership. It was still at Vulcan at the time. So that was nice though, because before that I had been like singing downtown here in Wichita, and so like Vulcan felt like a shitty bar in Wichita. And so I
Yeah.
walked in, I was like, I can do this. This is easy. I feel like if my first time would have been at Mothership, I would have been like riddled with anxiety. I feel like I would have just like,
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I love the anxiety.
I love the anxiety.
I love like.
I like the pressure.
I always compare it to like when you do a mic or a show or something, and it doesn't hit me as bad now. But when I first started, and it's like if it was like Wichita's Funniest Person contest, or if it's like a really big show that I'm doing, then I still get a little bit of the nerves. I stopped drinking like before shows because that just didn't go well. I don't smoke before shows. Like I mean. Like an hour before, if I'm drinking, like I'll stop, drink water, and then I'll do a shot or something like right before I go on stage or bring a drink up there. You know, you always gotta have something to drink up there. But I always compare it to when you get anesthesia or something, and they're like count backwards from 10 or something.
I got a
you know?
story about that. Yeah.
And then before you even get to like 6, you're fucking
Passed.
asleep. I was like, that's when you're at the bottom of the ramp or the stairs or whatever, and they call your name. Like from the time that I walk up there, like by the time I get to the mic, like I'm blacked out, and it's just like so anxious. Like I just go into I don't know some zone.
I used to have that
It's like
blackout
autopilot.
feeling, but for some reason now I'm just more like in the moment. Because I used to be the same way as you. It's like I have to have a couple of drinks in me. I have to take literally, as they're calling my name, take the shot and walk up there with like the
Yeah,
face. And then for some reason, like through time, it was just like, oh, and then I went sober for 9 months. And so I was doing shows sober, and I'm like, oh, if I can do these sober, I'm
Yeah.
so set.
yeah. You don't have to be.
And so then that kind of cleared like all the cobwebs, and the whole blackout feeling just kind of went away to where now it's like I take the moment as like I'm walking up, dap up who's ever
Yeah.
introducing me. And then from that start is like, oh, I'm like I'm here. I'm here. Which is dope because that whole calling your name, blacking out, and then finishing up, and you're like, wait, what the fuck did I just? What did I just talk about?
Wichita's. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's how Kill Tony was. Like I got up there and it was like
Yeah.
that's how that was. I don't really get like that when I'm just doing shit around town. Well,
I want to say the most that it's ever happened was Wichita's funniest 2022. That's the one that I got the most videos up on TikTok and Instagram. I blacked out that whole time. I was so nervous that year because I just took a lot of time writing. I think I had placed 4th that year. Me and somebody tied for, or two people tied for 3rd. I got 4th, something like that. But that was the most I'm not here in control, because when I had to rewatch it, I got off stage and then went back to the table, and Kevin was like, Kevin Page, my boy, he was like, dude, you just fucking killed that. And I was like, I have no idea what I just said. There was a couple bits that came, 30-second, 45-second bits that were just off the cuff. And some of the best shit I have ever said. I just had to rewatch it and write the shit down so I could memorize it, because I was like, what the fuck were you talking about? That Zodiac shit,
dude, that's one of my favorite bits.
Dude, it came off the cuff, bro. That literally, just because Sarah had said it before, the comic that went on right before me was talking about it, and I got off stage and she was like, I can't believe that you told a Zodiac.
I did
joke.
the same thing.
That was better than me.
She went on stage and was like, when I was young, blah blah blah, and I started doing the math. I was like, wait, and I got literally as I'm walking on stage doing the math of like, this ain't. At first, I did, hey, bitch, this ain't adding up.
Yeah.
Just riffed off her. Yeah. And just, it's.
Yeah, I like when you can do that from a comic before you rip on something that they were saying too. Not, you know what I mean? Not like bite their shit, but I like when it makes me like, I don't know. You know what I mean? When you can draw from somebody else in the room, or something that happened. And one time we were at the Looney Bin and that person broke their shoulder. I can't imagine doing that show.
The host.
Yeah, I would have been talking about that probably my whole set.
No, he did. He did for 20 minutes. I'm like, yo, she's dying.
Yeah.
And she was older.
Yeah.
Wait, she broke her shoulder
so it
at
was,
the Looney Bin?
Yeah, so she was hosting the weekend. Okay. I think it was a Friday night.
Yeah, because I got called in Saturday.
So it was the Friday night. I don't know if it was I think it was the late show. And she's been smoking. And at the Looney Bin, there was a step, and if you don't know the club, you don't know the step is there and how dark it is.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
So she forgot.
Yeah, people trip all the time.
She just toppled over and destroyed her shoulder.
Yeah.
We had to call it as the headliner is on stage. As she fell, everybody's paying attention to her, and he's like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Yeah,
the ambulance came in with a stretcher. He's commentating the entire thing. It was. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
instead of calling the show, he was like, "No, fuck it. We're gonna keep. You're getting your money's worth. We're gonna commentate through all of this."
Yeah, no shit. Because Biggs, the guy that used to run our Looney Bin up here when we had it open, he called me on Saturday, and I thought he was kidding. I thought he was fucking with me because he said, "Hey, our opener broke her shoulder yesterday. You want to come in?" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." He was like, "No, she literally fell in the show and broke her shoulder. I need you to come down here and host these last 2 shows." And I was like, "All right, fuck it."
Way to make it all about herself, you know?
I know.
So rude.
Yeah, that's I cannot smoke weed before a show.
No, I can't either.
Dude, it was. You know how conceited we are? How big our heads are? We have a guest and we've been talking the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean,
talk about you. You said you were a singer.
Listener.
Yeah. Active listener.
I thought you were gonna say active shooter.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that right now.
That's so funny. So you started in 2022, you said?
Yeah.
2022?
Yeah.
But you do music as well.
Yeah.
Talk about that. How long you been doing that?
I don't know. I probably got active during COVID because there wasn't.
We all got active during COVID.
Yeah. What else was there to do? So I was, singing around town in 2020.
Mask on.
Yeah. Mask on, and then you take it off, you do your thing, and you put, and then everyone's just was so
COVID era was so crazy.
It was kind of fun though, because the only people that were out in 2020 were the entertainers and the performers, and we were just entertaining each other and performing for each other, and so it was good singers were singing with good singers, and there was hardly any people. It was just creative. I don't know. It was a cool time, honestly.
I started during COVID, and it was literally that.
COVID summer was so tight.
It was the crazy because it was literally
if you didn't lose a family member
plus the bartender, it was tight. If nobody died in your family, it was dope. It was the coolest time to be alive.
If you had to mourn, that sucks. I feel that, but
it was because it was literally you didn't perform in front of nobody. The only audience member we had that wasn't a comic was the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, if we could make the bartender laugh, oh, we're so set.
Yeah.
Or if we made each other laugh, we'd go out there and be like,
But it did become like a circle jerk thing. Like
It
we
was,
all were
yeah.
just like, you were so fucking
just
good
stroking
last
each other's
night. You
shit.
destroyed, and it was like, I know I didn't though.
just
I
throwing each other. Like,
Yeah.
cuz.
For
And
sure.
I don't know.
it would get kind of shitty because not everybody is bringing up new bits that frequently.
Oh my
and
God.
so like
Or you
Yeah.
build the confidence. So you get booked and you go and you bomb. And it was like,
yo, I thought it
my
was
buddy
killing.
said I was doing really good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said they liked that one.
Man, I can't say that word anymore.
Well, COVID took everything.
I think my first open mic though, what was
I was
that?
about to say, I just fucking
Don't
get
mind
mad. We can't say the R word anymore.
Yeah, flip this table.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My first open mic was one of those midnight ones that you were hosting.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I remember.
Those
I,
were
those.
free
I
game.
dropped the R word a few times, but I
I'll
remember
drop
like
it right now.
I remember like half of the crowd was like laughing, and then the other half, just heard a woman in the back go, "Is she supposed to say that? Am I supposed
Yeah,
to?"
you
I
were,
mean,
dude. It was a banger set. That's the first set that I think I hosted that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know that I was at that one, but I didn't remember if I was hosting it or not. Because usually, like, when I would do, whoever would host the weekend, if you did the Friday and Saturday, the late show at the Looney Bin would end, and you'd Biggs was like, "You just want to host this? Like, just keep going." And so after that one, like after the late show, you know, I'd go out and people in the crowd might buy me a couple drinks or something, and we're talking shit. And yeah, there was a couple times that I was so drunk I don't remember
I have
performing.
video. I have video.
Oh
of
yeah,
him.
yeah, that's the one. My sister was there. My
Yeah.
sister came into town, and I apologized to her. I texted her
Oh,
the next
man.
morning. I said, "Hey man, I'm sorry that you guys drove all the way out here, and you didn't even get to see me perform." And she was like,
You
she was like, "Are you
performed.
fucking with me?"
He
She
performed.
was like, "You went up there, and it was bad." She was like, "It was funny, but like, I mean, we could all tell you were hammered."
It's so fun. The video of him, it's literally just, where's the camera at? I gotta make sure the camera. This is him.
On the table, and I'm front. I'm the front table.
row. Falls asleep. Shane Lahari is on stage. This dude falls asleep. Shane hits a punchline. He wakes up. Oh, fuck. Solid.
that's so
Dies.
you.
Yeah, very on brand for me.
And I got a video of exactly that happening.
Yeah, it's so good. It was so much fun.
No,
Those
we're gonna
midnight
clip
mics.
that, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
clip
put it
that.
on right there. Put it up right here. I looked like I was falling out. For real.
I wish I had you on stage. You were just not saying real words.
Yeah, I was slurring bad. I remember I did a joke about this movie for blind. It was a blind kid. Or a kid went blind. A high school quarterback went blind, and then they let him keep playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that'll be a great movie. That'll inspire a lot of blind kids when they watch it.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. But I'm pretty sure I beefed it bad because I was
mean-
hammered. And and I went on, I don't know, I was on bullshit for real. But yeah, that midnight mic was the first time that I saw you. And yeah, I was like, I got to book you. Like,
That was the first time I like did anything here in town because I was talking to my brother on the phone. He lives in Austin, and I was like, "Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if I came back up to Austin and did more open mics, blah blah blah?" And he's like, "Well, how do you know if you can't succeed in Wichita, you can't succeed in Austin?" And I was like,
Dude's
"Well, you know what?
philosopher.
Yeah.
I'm going out right now, so
philosophizing.
fuck you." So I went, and that's how that happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all thankful. I mean,
I'm such a blessing.
dude, for real, I've booked you like 3 times now since then, or yeah, probably 2 or
Yeah.
3 times. You're a killer. And I've seen a couple of the clips that you've posted on your Instagram for the music. She's a badass dog. You ain't seen it?
No, I said
Yeah, we'll have to check it out after this shit.
clip right here. What's your music like based off of? Because I know like comics, like who do you like base your comedy off of? So both questions,
Okay.
comedy and music.
All right.
Yeah, who would you say your
Comedy?
style is most
Okay.
like?
Style. There you go.
That's hard to say. I don't necessarily think I like lean towards anyone's style necessarily, but like people that inspire me, I guess. I really like Mitch Hedberg. He's like, I think he's so clean. I think he just goes up there and he gets shit done.
No idea who that is.
Mitch
What?
Hedberg. He was
That's
hella funny.
he's my favorite.
you
He's
pull
my
that up for me,
absolute
please?
favorite.
Is he alive?
Nah.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know about him while he was alive. I started seeing videos of his stuff after he passed, and I was like, yo, this guy was a monster.
So good. He's just so like he just goes up. I don't know. And it's like if I told his jokes, they wouldn't be funny. Like it's yeah. He has like one that's like, I bet the inside of a cleaning bottle is really clean. It's just stupid, but when he says it,
he's got like a lot of one-liners.
it's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
Let
like-
me at least see a picture of him if you can at least do that.
Mitch Hedberg. I have no audio on mine, so I don't know. If I. We'll be all right.
You're just left out.
Yeah, seriously. Is Mitch Hedberg playing right? Okay.
Yeah. All right, I gotcha.
That was not my favorite example, but it's it's
It's hard to
what
pick
it
out a
is.
clip. No,
It
it's
is
hard to
what
pick
it
out.
is. Yeah.
I get
The
that.
title of this one was "Waffles Are Like Pancakes with Syrup Traps."
Yeah.
That kind of sums that up.
Yeah, that's literally Mitch
perfect,
Hedberg.
that's perfect,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's- but yeah, I don't know. He's cool. I like him. I was as a kid, I was a big Cat Williams fan.
There you go.
Yeah. I just
He's
like
in the
the
news?
grandiose, you know.
Don't call us out.
Right, right.
Don't call me out.
Yeah.
Cat was
Yeah, Pimp Chronicles was insane.
he could have been so big, dude.
Yeah,
Or
the
a lot
gr-
bigger than he is now.
The green like velvet suit or
Yeah.
whatever he had on is absolutely insane.
His hairstyle.
And I
The
do, yeah.
pressed hair.
There's a lot of comics from the hair was insane. A lot
much
of the
he
comics
sweat
that
was insane.
would dress like that back then is what like when I'm getting ready for a show like
You
dress
think-
the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
yeah.
how I
always-
learned comedy.
There's
That's
a lot
how
of
I
guys
learned.
that are like it's
Yeah.
not about that. I'm like
It's exactly about that.
I'm like yeah, but I mean it is.
Okay, let them show up in their basketball shorts and their polo shirts. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I can
Yeah, let
I
'em.
can name somebody right now.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. But
Or like
yeah, you know
I
the
hate
vibes.
shorts.
Yeah.
Just I don't care if they're nice shorts. Hey man, hide your knees, bro. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that's like a unwritten law. It might be a written law of comedy. I remember
We got to write down. If it
I
ain't.
was like only I was within my first year of doing comedy. I can't remember who it was. Probably Aaron Hahn had posted it. He was like, "Here's the time I did comedy in shorts, even though you're not supposed to." And I asked him about that. I was like, "What's up with that?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's just a thing. Like you don't do comedy in shorts. Like you see anybody in here wearing shorts?" And I was like, "Actually, no." I like, and so anytime I noticed it after that, I was like, "It is kind of weird."
so
Yeah,
weird.
put your
It
knees
is a
away for
little
sure.
weird.
Yeah.
I
None
don't
of us
know.
are bodybuilders. Hey man, your
Yeah.
No.
ankles are gross.
Get those calves
right?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, from the guys I watched, you had to just dress to be on stage. You
Yeah.
had to look
Yeah.
good to be on stage.
Yeah.
If you're on stage,
Eddie,
Exactly
Eddie,
right.
What's the special
Like,
where?
people are staring at you.
What's the Eddie Murphy? Where Raw. He was in the red leather.
Yup.
Just insane. You know what I mean? And then Steve Harvey always had those suits, and
I was
Bernie
about to
Mac.
say George Lopez was always in a suit.
Yeah,
Bernie Mac.
was always in.
Steve
some
Harvey
crazy
had the
shit.
yellow one?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers are dressing like they are just funny people. But then you're like, damn, and you did all that in a red leather suit.
Yeah,
Like
it
that's
almost adds more humor to it
Yep.
because like they're so put together, but they're saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to cuss? I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
ask
you're
that.
allowed to
Yeah, we don't
give a
say
fuck.
whatever. When you
Okay.
kept talking about the R word, I dropped it a couple episodes ago.
Okay.
Insane.
That good.
Insane.
Insane. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
He
You had to
waited-
be there.
yeah. He waited towards the end. He did it, and I was like,
It was like the last 30 seconds, and I made sure of it too. I said it through the mic. Call
Yeah.
it. Call it.
yeah, like a
Wow.
fucking nuke.
Wild. You guys get crazy over here.
A little bit. It's
Yeah.
all this. We're all monstered up.
We're jacked up. We're gonna start shaking here soon. No,
Did the air kick on?
I hear it, but I can't feel it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, hopefully here soon. Okay, since we're all here, I saw this tweet this weekend, and I'm glad you're here. I need a lady's point of view on this one.
Okay.
All right, this girl she's a hot girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she likes to tweet a lot,
Mm.
but she has no intelligence.
Okay.
So I almost had a stroke trying to read this. I'm reading this word for word, so I'm dyslexic. I get it. Kind of retarded. This is me reading word for word. All right. This is after Shane Gillis did SNL.
Yeah.
This is the
Okay.
morning after.
Okay.
So you know how Shane Gillis went on, talked
Yeah.
about gays, said the word retard and cracker all in like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
This is aftermath. All right.
Okay.
This girl said, I can't stop laughing. She says, I think it's weird when celebs are hated on and people will make disability jokes, and I just think that's wrong. And then she like came to like space. Disability people aren't meant to be used for jokes just because a celebrity doesn't support what you support.
Doesn't Whoa, hold on. Okay,
Am I supporting?
is that the whole
You see
thing?
what? Can you turn it on TV so I can throw it up there by
That would
chance?
be helpful.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. First of all, she doesn't like when celebrities get hate, but she's upset.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and
in
then
the same breath.
yeah,
My thing is,
She's-
what's a?
no offense, but
She said disability people.
disability.
Disabled
What are
people?
we supposed? Oh, okay, there you go. I was like, I was like, well, what's wrong with no?
Yeah,
What are
disability
we
people.
supposed to call them now?
Yeah, that's a little bit.
That's
That's
insane.
almost
Disability
worse.
people.
Disability people is almost more offensive.
I think it's more offensive. I'm about
Yeah.
to throw it on the TV so we can.
so we can admire it.
I can prove that I'm not reading this wrong. She said
Yeah.
this word for word.
Okay. Disability people.
But my thing was because I sent it to my homie and I'm like, "Yo, am I reading this wrong?" And he was like, "Dude, I'm having a stroke trying to read
Yeah.
this. This is math, and I couldn't figure it out." You read it out loud. Maybe I am reading this
Okay.
wrong.
Let's change the
'Cause I-
cadence.
It's only got 2 likes too. So.
It's a
Oh.
screenshot, so God knows what it has.
Yeah, I quickly got out of there. I didn't want to see anything.
Don't swipe to the left.
I didn't want to see your chorizo on there. I think it's weird when celebs are hated on, and people will make disability jokes, and I just think that's wrong. Disability people aren't meant to be used for jokes just because a celebrity doesn't support what you support.
That makes zero sense, right?
Has any of the disability people?
Come out and
I
Yeah,
almost
come
did.
out.
Out of the dyslexic community, I almost went at her.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
I'm disabled.
I already can't read,
Yeah.
and you're just making it so much harder to
yeah.
understand this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she doesn't. It's weird that celebs are hated on, but she's hating on celebrities.
Paradoxical.
It's
But what's the support? Just because they don't support what you support.
that's out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's
like,
a
okay,
curveball.
it's like
so are you saying that
it's
this
almost
disabled
like
person?
it was 2 different tweets, and she accidentally like the first the premise and the end go together, but the middle part is a completely different like
You know what this-
concept.
you know
Does
what
that
this-
make sense?
Yeah, no, I don't get it at all.
So like, all right, so you imagine that you have a hamburger bun with a hamburger on it, and then you put a regular loaf
there it
of
is.
bread with jelly, and you put it on top, and it's like you had like one idea, and then here's a completely separate thing. I don't know why I'm using this as an example. I'm just kind of hungry, but it's just two it's just
Hold on, were you having? I wasn't.
He's having his own
Yeah, I wasn't listening. At all. I completely checked out on that. I was like,
so
then I
that's
heard,
the jelly's up top, and then the hamburger bun with the hamburgers on the bottom. There's two parts of 2 different sandwiches
Okay.
together.
See?
Somebody's gonna watch this and they're gonna fucking understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Ah.
totally.
I'm ahead of my time.
You are.
Yeah, I don't
I
get
think
this
it's weird
tweet at
that
all.
I think it's weird when celebs are hated on, and then I
Proceeds to hate
think
on
it should say, just because a celebrity doesn't support what you support, that
But
makes
she does,
sense.
but it's that
But then
makes
there's
sense.
like a whole thing in the middle about disability people that like doesn't fit the first or the last sentence.
Disability people in its own is insane.
Disability
people.
Dis-
I just don't. I like, and people will make disability jokes, and I just think that's wrong. As any normal person maybe should, right? Any
Disability
non-funny person, disability people aren't meant to be used for jokes just because a celebrity doesn't support what you used to support. That part makes zero sense.
Yeah.
What is making a joke about disability people
Yeah.
make a
What do they
celebrity doesn't support
support?
what you support?
Yeah. What
does
did
that
they
mean?
I
openly?
really think it's like it was. I
And why are
really
celebs
think
getting
the
hated on?
first,
Why did she bring
the
that up?
first sentence goes with the last sentence, and then she thought she was doing something in the middle. I think she was like, "What if I added to this?
Yeah.
Like,
She stopped.
people
It was
will
an
get
afterthought.
it." Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is hot girls shouldn't have opinions, right?
Yeah.
Is
Maybe
that why
maybe
you-
she is a
you're like,
disability person.
So we brought a woman on the show too.
Am I wrong for saying this?
Yeah. That was.
Man.
No, I'm teasing, but this is just an insane.
That was really good though. Shane Gillis on SNL was so awesome.
Did you watch that? His SNL
I'm gonna be honest
monologue?
with you. I have not. I watched his monologue, but I didn't.
Okay, that's.
like,
I mean,
was
the
he-
skits are trash.
Okay.
They're not trash. They're
the-
not as good as his personal stuff.
That's yeah.
The Liberty
that makes
Mutual bit
sense.
was funny.
I
Yeah.
like.
sketch where
I like when they're in the office and they're talking about like dating, and he's like, "Can I get his since he's gay, right? So can I get?" That one's hilarious.
Yeah. Shane Gillis goes.
I think his monologue. I think he killed it. I think it went as it should have gone, and I like how some bits didn't hit, and he acknowledged it, and it's like this is even.
Yeah.
This is us. This
Yeah.
is a comic on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Is
that's
he-
yeah, that's a comedian on stage.
And he's kind of like, has anyone else like, especially in that scene, has anybody else done SNL
What do you mean?
like other than him?
would like hosted it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like in that world
in
of
that-
comedians, yeah,
Not lately.
yeah,
Yeah, they usually
get
have
actors.
actors or
Singers.
musicians or
Yeah.
somebody do it.
That's even worse.
Kim Kardashian hosted it one time.
Yeah, Drake did it.
Yeah,
He did actually really good.
it's Drake.
Yeah, Drake's. we want to talk about Drake again?
Yeah,
we
bring that
know
back.
how excited I got last week.
We've been waiting on him. There you go, Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, there you go. Damn,
yeah,
this is perfect.
I
you
was
just
gonna
need a
say,
mic.
dude.
We gotta get you a mic.
Comedies, comedians.
Yeah, I know who that is now.
A lot of I was gonna say some of the older comics that like, because I've always liked comedy, but like I remember the first special that I ever saw, I want to say was Pimp Chronicles, and my sisters were Dane Cook fans. Dane Cook had a run.
It couldn't be the complete opposite.
He had a run. I'm not gonna lie, like that. The vicious,
had a
the
run,
vicious
the little girl's
circle or
running away from
something.
him.
Yeah, the vicious circle one. I thought that like I had never seen a comic do like the show in the center of the crowd as opposed to having the stage
I
set
like
far
that.
back.
I like that.
That was really cool. But like once I started doing comedy, I did like not like research, but like I started to just look more into comics, and like Rodney Dangerfield was a monster back in the day, and the only like I had heard of him, but just like I get no respect. I had heard that and I was like, that's corny. This dude can never be funny. And I saw a video of his stuff and I was like, oh my god, this dude just has banger after banger after banger. Those are like and then the Def Comedy Jam. From the 90s
those are
that
so funny.
Those are my
Chris
some of my
Tucker's-
favorites.
yeah, Chris
honestly.
Tucker's goaded. Bernie Mac, I mean, there's some of the
It was
stuff I
yeah.
saw
Even just some like like
and
the
the
girl.
crowd.
Yeah,
There's a story of the Steve Harvey one, or no, not Steve, Bernie Mac, where he went on. The first thing he says, "I'm not scared of you,"
Yeah, the dude
was
before
because
him.
no, not the entire lineup before him was getting eaten up by the crowd, and so the story is backstage he was like, "Oh, you have to own these people,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "What do you mean?" And he goes out there and just shreds,
Yeah.
for the entire 5
Nah,
7 minutes.
dude, that was Chris Tucker was first, and then there was
Oh,
a
was
guy.
it?
There was a guy that was in the middle. He was second. I can't remember his name, and he did not do that good. And I was like, dude, Chris Tucker. And it was like the first time I'd ever seen Chris Tucker do comedy ever. And I was like, holy shit! I can't believe that he was this good at stand up. I mean, that
dropped it to
set,
being-
it's crazy. And then the dude in the middle, like, so he, I mean, just rips this crowd up. And the crowd there was always very reactive. And like, yeah, I used to remember hearing about like shows at the Apollo and just like a lot of like black comedy shows where the crowd, I mean, they would boo the shit out of you, or they're involved, they're engaged, they will let you fucking know. And yeah, the dude in the middle kind of bombed and brought the crowd down. Then Bernie Mac came out and
Hate him.
because he
Hate him.
was like, I ain't scared of you, like shit, dude, and it was crazy. God bless.
And that goes back to like the style of what
Yeah.
they wear. Bernie Mac, he had his own face on his pant leg.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
Yeah,
that?
that outfit was crazy. His outfits from the Def Comedy Jam days were crazy, and then I mean on stage in general. But it was the '90s. I mean they had some shit going on back then.
Yep.
Yeah, so like when I started doing stand up, I was like, I need to learn a little bit more, and I started seeing Mitch Hedberg shit. I was like, God dang, man, some of these guys, bro. Yeah, and then SNL like in the late '80s and '90s and shit, just insane. It's hard to hold a candle to the stuff that came from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like SNL now.
Not lately.
I really like Colin Yost and Michael Che a lot. Their weekend up. I mean that shit is so fire. But yeah, like Andy Samberg came from there.
Okay,
All
yeah.
the ladies that came from there. You know what I mean? Amy Poehler and like that
Tina
clique of,
Fey.
yeah, Tina Fey. That the group of girls that
Tina Fey,
had
yeah.
like what did they do? What was the show that Tina Fey was on? 30 Rock.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30 Rock, and then and she's done a bunch of shit. Like she's produced a bunch of shit. 30 Rock, and then Amy Poehler did Parks and Rec. Like, dude, those women
Killed
are
it.
hella funny. And then like I feel like we didn't get like there's not an SNL class like that where it's like Adam Sandler, David Spade. You know what I mean? It's like all like those dudes
those
were
guys.
just all at once. I can't imagine, like, bro, fucking crazy.
Being on SNL was like important. That
yeah,
made your career.
yeah, back then.
I
'Cause
think they like cared more about like the chemistry of the people on set than they do now. They kind of just, I think a lot of times people just book a name,
Farley. I mean, yeah, dudes. Yeah, you're right.
but I think it was more like they would create their own little troupe within the show. but I don't know.
Yeah, it was definitely a dope clip. Man, I can't imagine having been in like really. I wish I was more like comedy centric, younger, and got into that shit. Like, man, that was just so cool.
Oh.
And like Michael Che is one of my favorite comedians. His 2016 special Matters was just so crazy. Like it felt like it was like like David Chappelle-esque as far as like what he's saying. Like he's making really funny jokes about shit that's like very serious. And I like when people like I try not to get super political on stage or on here or anything because I hate when a person's like just a political comic. You know what I mean? But yeah, Michael Che did that shit. Fire. And him and Colin Yost's chemistry is so good, dude. They fucking kill that shit. But I remember, seeing Shane Gillis talk about it, and he was like, I don't even give a fuck. I don't need to get on SNL. Like, I'm on.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck it, I'll do it, though.
He said on his show last week, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. He said, I'm not going to not do something.
Yeah, I'm going to take the opportunity.
Yeah, and he said, I'm going to take the opportunity and see where it goes. And it just, dude, he fucking, oof.
Yeah.
That monologue, he shredded.
But before because we're about out of time, we talked about Mitch Hedberg being an inspiration of the style that you go for on comedy, music-wise, if you know what I mean? If that's something that you're still going to do, and we're going to hear more of it. But I just wanted to get back to that before we got off. Because we got off fucking topic.
Okay. I mean, hold on. What am I
Inspiration.
Inspiration on the music side. It's like
it's
guitar.
kinda-
She's like acoustic guitar shit. From
Okay. No. Okay. Well.
actually, no. What you just sent
Let
me
her
that sample
talk,
of. My
bro.
bad. Go ahead.
Lunchtime is over, bro. Go sit by the window.
No. Okay. Like right now, I've just been like, I don't know. My brother, he likes to produce some stuff. So
Yeah, that's a
we
Billie
just
Eilish and Homeboy situation.
so we just been, I don't know, we just kind of goof around. Like he'll send me something and then I'll like freestyle, and if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I've been doing more like beats and like, I guess like lo-fi sounding stuff. But I don't know. But like, I mean, if I could play an instrument, then I would probably do more of that. I mean, it just depends. For me, honestly, it's like I just working with what I have. So like, but in terms of like people that inspire me, I mean, like I'm inspired by like every genre. I fuck with country music. I like hip hop. I mean,
Crazy
I like
start.
it all. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. Eric Badu's chill, but also like Johnny Cash is chill. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it really
facts.
just depends. I just
Johnny
like
Cash is
soul. I
chill.
think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I like when you see musicians that have a wide range of stuff that they listen to, and you can tell like their style is just like one of a kind. Their shit is crazy. Marcus King is like that.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is fire. What are you looking at?
What are we looking
Who got arrested?
at?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that. I forgot we do that.
Yeah, we got.
Bam Margera.
Dude, he's getting
Public
arrested every other day.
intoxication.
He's
Public
getting arrested every other
intoxication.
day.
That adds up.
CJ Jackson got arrested in Massachusetts. I saw that.
Who?
He was the corner for the Patriots, went to the Chargers, back to the Patriots.
Oh, okay, I see it right there.
Damn, Deontay Wilder for possession of a weapon?
Oh God.
Do you guys think 20 years is enough? Do you think that's for R. Kelly? Do you think that's like?
What about Tory Lanez? Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
10
just
years
I
is
texted
wild.
that. I just texted him. I just had the thought. I was like, Tory Lane's got 10 fucking years. That is not a small chunk of time.
For
dude.
not killing anybody.
Yeah, for not killing anybody. I can see like a year. Fuck
Yeah.
it. He
For
can do
shooting
a year.
her in the
Give
foot?
him 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
that.
He got 10 years for
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
I could just you could
And
just be
lost
like,
in appeals.
oopsie.
He tried to appeal it
Damn.
and get a reduced sentence, and the judge turned it down.
Dang.
Like he is sitting
I
for 10
thought-
fucking years.
I think it was one of those like we got to show by example, and he happens to be the example.
Yeah,
Can't
you
be
would
shooting
think he
people in
could
the
just
foot.
be like, "Oops, I'm sorry." I don't know. Okay.
My bad.
It was just I was just
I
kidding.
was trying to clean it.
It was an
It
accident.
was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Jesus.
I took it too far. But
Man, imagine getting shot in the foot. Did you see that John Cena made an OnlyFans?
Yes.
John
I
Cena
was
made an
on that.
OnlyFans?
I was
Yeah.
on
But is
that.
it real,
No,
or is it
it's
just
for
him in his
character.
fucking kitchen,
No,
like
it's
doing
him for,
stuff?
he's in some movie,
Okay.
and he made the OnlyFans based off that character.
Yeah, off of that
Okay.
character.
Okay.
Because
And
the
I
name
was
is
so
crazy.
sad.
Kind of cool.
I was so
I
sad.
guess.
I
You
was-
wanted to see him
I'm
lay
ready.
pipe.
John Cena's my hero. He's my dad.
So you want to take?
Are
like,
you happy or
What
mad?
do you
then?
like?
I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Do you like?
I want to see his
to-
dick. I want to see his
do?
dick. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yo.
Are you
I
gonna
am
like
not-
write down like take notes from John Cena? Like
I take notes of his life, and if I can see his
Yeah.
dick game, I just top it off.
okay.
Well, not top it off. That sounds all right.
Pause.
We're on the we're on the topic of dick. Bad Bunny,
Okay.
his dick was on Instagram Live. Did you see that?
No.
Oh no, I don't know. See,
No.
he-
Yeah. What the fuck?
This is so exposing.
My
honestly,
For You
Yeah.
page is crazy.
This is
Yeah,
like our
it
first
sounds
time
like it.
meeting, and like all you've
Just
talked
TikTok
about is
is-
dick.
just-
And
You're telling your life story. By the way, did you see a dick?
Yeah.
No, well, no, it was shortly after the whole Drake thing, and Bad Bunny got on IG Live and was like talking about something, and out of nowhere stood up, and he was just wearing drawers and just through his undies, grabbed his thing, and then Bad
I
Bunny
mean-
is.
is he? I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't know what's
You can say whatever you
politically-
want.
I was just gonna say, is he like a queer baiter? Like, is he one of those guys that like act gay to get more money?
I don't.
He seems like it. I don't know. I could be
Maybe.
just it's fine.
Yeah, he
Like
goes-
No, I
Timothy
guess he was-
Chalamet,
he
like
was-
he's one of those people.
Yeah, because he
know?
was like bi for like a week and a half once.
Yeah, for sure.
was like,
Bad
whoa.
Bunny was.
Yeah.
You remember when Lil Nas X said,
Yeah.
"I'm not gay anymore"? I was like, he tweeted that. He was like, "I'm not gay anymore." Like,
But
yo,
then he
that
he
is
went
so
back.
funny. That
That's
is
so
like,
funny.
yeah, like,
That's a hell of a tweet.
How
Yeah,
many
that's
dicks do you have
crazy.
to suck to stop being gay?
yeah.
Can you
What's
just
the
like exposure therapy out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
should
it's
try
like
it.
quitting cigarettes, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta smoke a
Just
whole
you
pack.
gotta keep smoking.
You gotta
That's
just-
yeah? You gotta
how I
smoke
Keep
quit.
until
suck-
you gotta smoke until you get sick, so you
Yeah.
hate them.
So you gotta smoke dick until you get sick.
Running the light, folks. We are.
Oh my god! I think my mom listens to this.
Yeah, not anymore.
She's gonna be like, I watched your latest episode. You talked a lot about penises.
Yeah, she would say penises too.
Yeah,
Penis,
that's what all
yeah,
moms
sure,
say
yeah.
penises.
I'm talking. Yeah, all right.
Mine died. She doesn't say much anymore.
Your mom's dead.
Oh God, dead ass.
Oy. All right.
I wish we could have talked about
Shout
that
out
more.
trauma.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. My mom's
Yeah.
got cancer.
What, dude?
Yeah.
So my mom. I'll just real quick, because it's not everyone. Like she died when I was a kid, and people always like, oh, she had cancer or something. Nope. My mom fucking died in a dirt bike accident.
That's
My
pretty
mom died dirt
cool.
biking. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is tight. It's a badass
That's
way
metal.
to go.
Yeah.
It's metal
Okay.
as fuck.
My mom
Seriously.
needs to step it up.
Yeah, dude.
She's kind
cancer's
of like,
out.
that's not cool, honestly. It's not. I'll talk to her tonight about it. But
If you're gonna
Jesus
die, jump off a
Christ.
fucking hill.
Yeah.
that's weird. She literally said she's going to jump off a cliff today. Okay, hold on.
What's up?
This is insane.
Oh my God, I better call her after this.
Yeah, like, hey.
There's no cliffs in Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should be
Not
fine.
very big
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
No, she'll be fine.
Not
Just
once you can die.
roll.
Maybe break a leg, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Just find it like the tallest tree. go to a building with roof access.
just go to Oklahoma City. They don't have their in their hotels.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
if
windows don't
anybody out
close.
there would like to know it.
Yeah.
Anybody know where a cliff is? Here's my mom's number.
No, we went to
Number
OKC.
pops
We
up
stayed in
here.
a hotel, and we're like pretty high up, probably like 20.
7th floor. I don't. We're high. No, yeah, we're high.
Yeah. We might have been like 12th floor,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit
yeah,
like that. Anyways, you're high up, and the windows fully open, big as shit. And I was like, this should
don't
be
lock.
illegal. They don't
don't
lock.
lock.
Yeah.
And it's at a hotel.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot
That's
of the
like
hotels.
the place people would do
Right.
that.
Yeah,
we
literally.
Googled it immediately. I was like, is it illegal? They recommend, but it's not legal to make sure they lock. But I've never
Okay.
stayed in a hotel anywhere else but Oklahoma City.
That's
where
been
the
like
windows
that.
open.
Yeah. I've stayed with like balconies and shit.
Or like
and,
the little ones you can kind of like open just to get some fresh
yeah,
air.
just a little bit, but you can't open them fully. Oklahoma City does not give a fuck.
Apparently their suicide rate is really low because
Trust
Yeah.
everybody. Wow.
Yeah. Oklahoma City, huh?
they must have really good insurance.
Life insurance policies.
Yeah. They're gas.
Their gas.
Gotta get that life insurance, bro. Yeah, nope. Mom died on a dirt bike. So she was a fucking thug. R.I.P. to a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
So
So anyway.
yeah.
Make
Yeah.
the cast come
Good
to
ass
the
weather.
street, just a whole
Yeah.
a nice red light. We're not
Yeah.
running nothing. We're stopping.
Yeah, we're running stop signs, stoplights, yield signs, anything.
Oh God.
Well, shit, we're already at an hour.
What are we? Like 50 minutes?
Recorded 45.
Recorded 45. Okay.
Not bad. We can. Do you have any topics?
No.
No.
Nothing
gonna say,
left. Nothing
not
left
crazy.
anyway.
Do you
Not
guys like to
crazy.
talk about stuff like that when you do stand up? Like, do you guys like to be like, my mom died on a dirt bike?
Well, mom's
Some
alive. So.
yeah, he was like, can't relate, loser.
I
Tell your
think
mom to
the
get her
real
fucking
loser
shit
here
out.
is him.
Your mom had to land a wheelie.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, my mom dirt bikes all the time, and she's very alive. So I don't know what the fuck you got going on. Yeah,
God,
she
dude.
dirt bikes, trikes, ATVs.
Holy
No shit. I need to go to fucking therapy. Sometimes on stage I'll talk about shit like that, and or like jail stories, like serious shit. But I really don't as often as I should. A couple of comics from around town, like we did a show, and then me, Jeremy, Rush, and a couple other, like the guys that had performed. I think it was Mike Masalati did a set, and we're just outside. We're in the bar area just bullshitting, and I'm like just running through some like jail stories and just some bullshit stuff that I've never done on stage though. And I've got motherfuckers cracking up. Jeremy was like, "Why don't you ever talk about that shit on stage? Like, you need to bring that shit." I was like, "It takes up a lot of time."
It's hard because it is more of a story when you do it that way, less of like a one-liner.
Yeah. It just can eat up a lot of time. And so, like, back then, I was really mostly doing, like, just open mics. So I only have 5 minutes. I'm trying to work shit out, like, as much stuff as I can. But now that a lot of the times I'm either hosting or I'm doing, like, a 20, 25-minute set, I do try to bring a little bit more of that shit into, because I think it's important when... If like you can be funny, but if the crowd never learns anything about you that they can relate to, or like if they don't feel like they get to know you, like you can crack them the fuck up. But somebody that can crack them the fuck up and also like a bit more personable.
It's relatable.
Yeah, it's just it makes it like it's something to stick to the ribs. I think is important.
Jokes that like when I've told jokes like about my water getting shut off, I always have people come up to me and be like, "I just had my water shut off," and I'm like.
Yeah.
You gotta embarrass yourself a little bit.
Right. Just
you know?
just relatable shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all hit the same potholes. What? You don't like that?
Some of us hit a pothole and just don't on a dirt bike, huh?
Oh
my god.
Holy shit. You know what's
Roads
fucking that was
only.
fire.
That was
fire. That was gas. I'll give you that one.
I'm so sorry.
She would've loved
That's
it.
why I took. That's
She
why.
would've loved it.
That's why I took a second.
I was just talking to my friend yesterday about, I was like, sometimes when I say something, I was like, my friends are funny. But the friends I have that do stand up, if we're outside bullshitting before a show or something like that, if there's a group of us, like I'll say something and immediately be like, yep, someone's gonna fucking eat you the fuck up right now. Someone's about to light your shit up, and nobody holds back at all, clearly. but yeah, I was like, dude, sometimes I gotta like be on my fucking toes because I'll set them up to just slam dunk on me.
Yep.
I'll throw an alley oop
gotta
to
oop
the
'em.
opposite
Yep.
team and just get fucking nuts in my face, dog. Pause. Just it was like that was a perfect example.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I felt bad for that one. That's why I held back a second. Since we have a little bit of time, shout out to the Commerce Club as always, giving us this beautiful room, giving us this beautiful. Establishment to do this podcast, to say silly stuff, to talk about dicks for 45 minutes
Straight.
straight. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not straight.
Yeah.
Shout out Commerce Club here in downtown Wichita. Shout out our producer,
Jacob Clark.
Jacob Clark.
The man
one
behind
and
the cam with the plan.
Yeah, there you go. Next week, we're going to give him a microphone so he can put his 2 cents on all this talk.
Yeah.
Maybe, he's going to, all right.
He's gonna abuse it. He's been talking the whole time.
Yeah, he is white. Oh, just kidding, Jimmy. We love you. And we do want to thank Penny for being our first guest. I just thought, I had the thought earlier, I was like, it is funny that the first guest being a girl. I was like, that's progressive.
Progressive.
But
and then you
Very
asked
progressive.
me if hot girls, just forget it. It's,
Hot girls, should hot
shouldn't
girls have opinions?
opinions.
Yeah, so hot girls have opinions
But,
is crazy.
okay. Anyways, no, it doesn't matter. I do agree. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that like it's still but outside of Jacob, who doesn't have a camera or a microphone on him, it's just been Mexicans or wherever you're from.
I'm actually white.
Are you really?
I'm just a Mexican by marriage.
Dude, that's crazy.
And by
Yeah.
association.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and by
It's like
association.
my kid is 1/6 Vietnamese. Hey,
Yeah, you got
boys
that.
in there.
Yeah.
Your boys. I get discounts at the Viet store.
Yeah, for real.
So-
You bring her in there.
Yeah, I don't have to at this point. I've been in there so long.
Yeah, they know you.
I get fun. They know me
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah, you're good. You're good in the hood.
Yeah.
In the hood.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that Garcia was from Alex, but
Yeah.
that's crazy. The whole
Yeah.
time that I've known you, I thought that you were Mexican, or like I'm
happens.
half. I thought that you were mixed
Nah.
at least.
Nah.
If y'all are
see-
watching this in the comments, does she look a little bit like a little bit Mexican? You know what I mean? Something's off here.
Comment below.
Yeah, yeah.
No, my mom was like, "Yeah, we're Mexican, we're Native American," and I did that ancestry DNA because I was like ready to see it. You
Straight
know?
Irish.
No.
Yeah, no, for real, like German, 50% British, like
Oh wow, that's
what a
wild.
disappointment,
Crazy.
you know?
What a disappointment.
Yeah.
There's no sun out there.
Shout out Britain. There's no sun. Yeah.
I want to
so,
do one of those. The 23andMe.
yeah.
My mom found a long lost sister through that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the
How does
shit
that work?
that's
How
the
does
shit that
work?
blows my mind
Yeah, how does that
too.
work?
is
Does
that
it
they-
tell you like, oh, by the way, Shorty in like Seattle is your cousin?
Well,
Yeah.
she ended up
By the
being
way, your
like
mom
down
fucked
the
the butcher.
street, but yeah, she ended up being some chick down the street. It was my mom's sister.
Down the street?
Yeah, like only
That
like
milkman
10,
was just.
20
That's
minutes. Nah, my
crazy.
grandpa, you know, he's just a little.
He was out there.
He was.
in the
He's
street.
in there,
He was for the
really.
streets.
Yeah.
He had one President's Day
He
off.
was out.
had
He
that
was
dog.
in. He was out and in again. But yeah.
Shout out him, dude.
Yeah.
I miss those days. You know, you just cheat on your wife and all right.
Gee,
running the light.
Christmas.
Running the light.
We are.
Yeah.
It's funny that you're also here, our first guest and female guest. 60% of our views are females.
Oh, for real?
60. Yeah, we talk for the bitches.
Yeah.
All
we-
right.
no,
We
yeah,
are the
represent.
voice. We're the voice of
Yeah. I'm one of the gals.
You're the voice
Yeah.
of I
Yeah,
don't know.
the females.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
females.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
might get us shut down.
This is
take-
definitely gonna.
This
episode- yeah.
take might end us, but yeah, we're representing the.
We represent the hot bitches that shouldn't have opinions.
Yeah. It's
I'm
hot
so
girl-
glad
it's
I
hot
was
girl
on
summer all
here.
year.
I'm giving. I'm voicing those opinions.
Yeah. Oh my god. Nah, seriously. I went on a whole girls trip. I was the only guy. Me and like 5 or 6 of my homegirls went to New Orleans.
That's fire.
Yeah. It was a great time.
I'm starting to realize I do have a lot of lady friends,
Yeah.
which is low key because
I grew up with sisters though, so like I
Right.
feel like I've always
See,
been.
My
I
entire
have
family's
8 brothers. I don't
ladies.
have any sisters. So
you have
it's
8
like-
brothers?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Louise.
That's crazy.
Not only 4 of them come from like a vagina I know, and then the other 4 are adopted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Oh, for the same vagina.
A vagina.
No, it's 2 different ones, and then
But you know
adopted.
them- but you know
I
them
know
vaginas.
them
But
personally.
you know them personally?
Yeah, it's not the vagina; it's the person behind the vagina.
The person behind the vagina.
yeah.
Yeah. Behind every
Behind
strong
every
vagina.
vagina.
strong vagina. There's a
Vaginas.
stronger person.
Yeah, it's a
every-
stronger woman.
Yes.
Oh
Holy
my god.
shit.
With a great vagina
Write
comes
that
great responsibility.
Great pussy comes with great responsibility. Or what the fuck? Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. Holy fuck.
Oh my god. What the
But no, yeah, we do. We would shout out the Commerce Club, shout out Jacob Clark, shout out Penny Garcia for coming out here. It has been a great time. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. It's actually almost hot.
It's getting there.
Yeah. When Phil, the groundhog, he's got a weird like
Fuck him. Oh no. It was mad cold last week. Now it's hot and it's supposed to get cold next week.
Yeah, he
Hey,
said
man.
he was like it's supposed to be a early spring, and I was like, no shit, motherfucker, it's like 70 in February.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
global warming.
Yeah, that's global warming.
If you
bro.
don't believe in it,
Yeah,
just go
spring's
outside.
early. He's like, actually, spring is like we're about to just cut it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can't afford spring anymore in the budget, so we just gotta cut it out.
Spring's
Global-
getting cut.
Yeah. Holy shit. You ever think that Jesus is kind of like Jesus like Santa Claus a little bit?
Wait.
Comes once a year.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like me.
No, like because like Jesus is like Santa because like he be giving people like gifts and shit. You know what I mean? Like
Jesus
yeah.
gives gifts.
Dirt
yeah,
bikes.
dirt bikes. No, like blessing. You know, people be like
Right,
thank God for this blessing. This is a
Right,
gift.
Right.
You know what
okay.
I mean? And I'm like Santa. It's like funny because like Santa Claus, like you know what I mean. He'll bring you, you know what I mean, like an Xbox
An
or some
Xbox,
shit,
PlayStation.
or
Mhm. A
a
dirt
fucking
bike.
a ball in a cup, a dirt bike.
A dirt bike with no lessons.
Yeah. Oh, dirt bike, no helmet. That's how it was. Troy wasn't wearing a helmet. Wear your helmets. Wear your helmets. This is now a safety. This is now a safety. This is now a dirt bike safety podcast.
This is a PSA.
Yeah.
When you ride a dirt bike, wear a helmet.
Don't be like my mom.
See, this is what we need.
Holy shit. Nah, but
God
yeah,
damn.
like Santa gives you like a fucking Xbox or some shit, and fucking God just like I love you, or like you know what I mean. Jesus, God, they were the same
Yeah.
person allegedly. He's like, here, I love you so much. Here's the plague. Here's the flood. You know what I
Here's
mean?
COVID.
Yeah. They're like that's like God did that. You know what I mean? Like flooded. It's like I love y'all so much. I'm about to drown everybody.
Here's the Great Depression.
Yeah.
I was in school to be a pastor before I did stand up.
For real.
Yeah.
You can't just throw that out there.
Yeah, you should have led with that.
You should have.
I
You should. That's
forgot.
what we should.
Honestly.
Wait, we're almost
I
out of
forgot.
time now. God damn it.
God damn it.
That's all right.
I probably, yeah.
What religion?
I just.
Christianity.
Why'd you say that so slow?
Yeah,
Did I
that
think about that?
you gave me a look too. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I
is
mean,
there another one?
Yeah. Not one that
the
matters.
right one.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh man, dude. The Buddhists are gonna be fired up on this.
No, the Muslims are coming after us. This
yeah.
one.
Yeah. That's crazy.
At least we're back with the Jews.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Shout out all my kosher homies.
Yeah, facts.
But
Pastor, what do you take? What classes do you take? Don't touch kids.
that's
If we were shadow
Catholicism.
banned.
Is that for real? You want me to?
What class do you have to take real life
So
classes?
we'd have like classes that were like more like we're reading the Bible.
She said, "Is that a real question?"
Yeah.
we had like Bible classes which were more studious, and then we'd have like these like circle time classes where people would talk about their feelings and like
That's how they get
things
ya.
like
That sounds
that.
really gay.
Yeah, and then yeah, I don't know. People are like, I bet you were real peace on earth, and I'm like, I don't know. People would be
Piece
like,
of
I
shit.
love every yeah. People would
sorry.
be like, I love everybody, and I'd be like, but do you love everybody?
What about Hitler?
What about
Yeah.
yeah, literally. Yeah. So I just stopped. I soft quit.
Yeah. Cold turkey.
Cold
Yep.
turkey.
Yeah, I would go 1 week and then I just didn't
Yeah.
do it anymore.
Just wasn't for you.
No, I'd much rather talk about like dog titties or
Yeah, facts. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
than God. It's easier to get people on my side that way, you know.
Yeah.
Got people, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Anyways,
Hell yeah.
Fuck religion.
Heavens, yes.
All right.
All
Hey,
right.
we are
On that
shout out Commerce Club, shout out Jacob, shout out Penny, shout out Cowboy Revolution. They are our first official sponsor of the show.
Cowboy Revolution. They
Shout
send
out
us
them.
hats. It's a online company. We will be posting about them on our Instagram and stuff. The hats are on the way for us, and so we're gonna rock them today. But next episode we got them on. But you can get 15% off if you use the code.
Running the light,
Yeah.
all capitalized,
Yeah,
no
all-
spaces. Running the light.
Running the light at Cowboy
Revolution.
Revolution. And their shit is pretty dope. I really like their hats. I had been seeing them on Instagram.
I see him on TikTok a lot.
Yeah, I had been seeing them on Instagram when you sent it to me and said that we had been in talks with them about sponsorship, and I was like, oh hell yeah, that's dope. Because at first I was too busy to like go through it, but then I checked it out and looked it up on Instagram, went through their page, and I was like, oh, I've seen these motherfuckers. Nah, they're dope. Cowboy Revolution. We're excited to be working with them.
They're
and
a veteran and women-owned company
yeah. So
out of Dallas, Texas,
This
I
is-
think.
Yeah, shout out to the.
You
Shout
guys
out.
are so progressive.
You see what I'm
so glad
saying?
I was
You-
here.
we want a little
This
bit
is
of everybody.
history
Yeah.
in the
A little
making.
bit
Yeah,
of
I swear to
everybody.
God.
You can't say we're not.
Yeah,
One of
and
them.
we've mentioned it a couple of times. We're not trying to toot our own horn, but there's a lot of podcasts that are ran by dudes that are just shitting on women a
Yeah,
lot.
not us.
Yeah, we're not bashing these
Only
bitches.
the
all
hot
right?
girls don't get opinions.
Yeah, yeah, only the dumb ones.
Oh, listen, ladies, we are here for you. Veterans, We are even.
Yeah,
Shout
God
out,
bless
y'all.
the troops.
The troops.
Bro, I say
the
God
troops.
bless the troops all the time in closing now because people used to say it all the time. God
Yeah,
bless
not-
the
they don't
troops.
anymore.
No one says it no more.
nope,
I
nope.
swear to God, I use it, and I always see people like, oh man, I haven't heard that in
Oh,
a
for
while.
sure. Yeah.
It's like when you see
might be right.
It's like when you see like the old Apple Jacks commercials, and you're like, oh, I forgot about this pair. You know what I mean? You know, like, God
yeah.
bless the troops. It's like a little bit of nostalgia for you. You know what I mean?
The
No one talks
Apple
about the troops
Jacks.
enough anymore.
Well, now we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the women ones.
Yeah, bring it back. Shout out the ladies in camo
Yeah, shout out.
or whatever.
Cowboy Revolution.
With
50%
Cowboy
great-
off.
Revolution.
With
50%
great
off.
pussy comes great responsibility.
That's a
Amen.
bar.
yeah.
Amen.
All right, well, Penny, where can they find you? What are your socials?
I'm on Instagram at Ordinary Kansan. Someone told me I need it. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Ordinary Kansan.
Yeah.
That's me.
What, like Penny Garcia comedy? Someone said to change it to that or something.
I don't know. They're just
Yeah.
like, what's
There's-
Ordinary Kansan?
Yeah,
I'm like-
I feel that. I mean, I don't think you should change it, but I get that where like people will change their shit to have like so and so comedy to make
Right.
it a comedy page, whatever. And I like when comedians don't have that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm a
And
real person.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't make a fucking difference either way. But I like when it's not. When it's a comedy, it's not a comedy page. Like it's just this person's still a fucking person.
You forget sometimes.
Yeah. We're all people too.
We're all people. We have feelings.
Yeah. Not many.
We have dead moms.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say.
Eventually.
Yeah, she doesn't have any feelings anymore.
All right, bro. Where can they find you?
I am online everywhere at Frankie Miracle. Instagram is Frankie the Miracle. Some dipshit took Frankie Miracle. Either way, everything. Yeah, TikTok, Twitter, Frankie Miracle. Instagram, Frankie the Miracle. Eric, where can they find you?
They find me at Eric's Eyes 1 on literally everything: Xbox, PlayStation,
Cash App.
Cash App,
Eric's Eyes
almost
1.
Venmo here soon.
Yeah, there we go.
Find me anywhere at Eric's Eyes 1, ERICKZYAS 1, and make sure to follow the show on
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram,
YouTube.
Apple Music, Spotify. Make sure you give us a follow. We do get a lot of views. We're trying to get our follows up. We're trying to get some money around here. We're
Yeah.
trying to support the ladies even more.
Yeah, so figure it the fuck out, guys.
Yeah. All right. Peace out. Make sure you follow the show, comment, like, subscribe. Do everything that Jake Paul tells you to do.
On God, we love you.
Peace out. See you next week.
Bitch.